It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Morgan looks to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended,
but instead 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Off of a play fake, here's Morgan. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Jets.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
22, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action with Morgan. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Colin Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Extra point is good.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Morgan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Tevin Coleman. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Morgan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he...
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well.
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Wait 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is Coleman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Morgan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
The Jets first down.
From the gun, it's Morgan. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Jets.
Coleman now. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
24-yard line.
Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This one caught by Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 41, Morgan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 more yards. Complete to Mike Evans.
Off play action. Brady. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
First down.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Keelan Cole the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Morgan going to throw again. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Corey Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Here's Morgan to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Off the play fake. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
The 16-yard.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Brady again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jets 28. Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
He was taking
big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jets 35. Buccaneers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This will be caught at about the 5.
Brady's pass.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Morgan. He's going to try and go deep again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Brady. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Brady to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Today's final score, Jets 38,